Here are some facts about marijuana. Marijuana is the most commonly illegal used drug in the United States. Approximately 100 million Americans have tried marijuana at least once, and more than 25 million have smoked it in the last year. According to one national survey on drug use, each day approximately 6,000 Americans try marijuana for the first time. Worldwide, it is estimated that about 162 million adults use marijuana at least once per year, and 22.5 million use the drug daily. According to one report, it would take 800 drugs to kill a person, but the cause of death will be from carbon monoxide poisoning. Using marijuana at a young age can result in structural and functional defects of the brain. This could cause you to develop weakened verbal and communication skills, lower learning capabilities, and shortened attention span. These are facts from AboveTheInfluence.com. I'm here to discuss why marijuana should not be legalized. The legalization of marijuana is extremely wrong. It is a wonderful thing that it did not go through for the simple fact it would have caused such a dramatic change in our world. The issue is very serious and can negatively affect our young generation. These kids who already smoke will have an extremely hard time finding a job due to drug tests. Most people who already smoke cigarettes and or use alcohol are at higher risk for marijuana use. The article evidence indicates that marijuana is a gateway to other illicit drug use. Michael A. Penn states that less than 1% of adults who have ever used marijuana reported heavy use of other illicit drugs. Among adults aged 26 or older, the highest prevalence of use of heroin, cocaine in the lifetime was noted among those who initiated starting out with marijuana before they was 15 years old. Most people say they use marijuana to deal with psychological problems, anger, depression, because they're bored or dealing with anxiety. As much as people think marijuana is helping their problems, it's only making things worse for their bodies and for their minds. When using marijuana, some users suffer acute anxiety and have paranoid thoughts, and it mainly occurs when someone is new to the drug or is in a strange environment. Marijuana can direct the human mind to make wrong decisions and dangerous choices, but it also can damage the body. The body can be damaged just as easily as the mind loses its control over the choices they make. In the article, Marijuana Use Among Youth is a Serious Problem, the National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse at the Columbian University, or CASA, from 1992 to 2001, the proportion of children and teenagers in treatment for marijuana dependence and abuse jumped to 142%. From 1999 to 2002, the emergency room admission among 12 to 17-year-olds where marijuana was implicated jumped to 48%. Evidence of a connection between the use of marijuana and the later use of illegal drugs continued to accumulate. This drug should stay illegal for these many reasons concerning health and safety of Americans today. If marijuana was legalized, corporate billings would go up, jobs would be made, and taxes would get paid, but this would seem to be a thing about money. In the article, California Rejects Marijuana Legalization, Mark Lacey states that the marijuana initiative would have allowed a licensed retailer to sell up to 1 ounce at a time with no doctor's note required to those over the age of 21. Advocates of legalization argued that it was already easier for young people to get a marijuana cigarette than a cigarette or a beer. California voters rejected a ballot initiative on that day, on Tuesday, that would have legalized marijuana for recreational use. But disappointed supporters of the measure lightened up anyway outside the campaign headquarters here and vowed to continue pushing for a day when cannabis is treated like tobacco and alcohol, not heroin and cocaine. Overall, Mr. Lacey, I believe he made some good points stating the statistics and opinions for the other states that was dealing with those that wanted to legalize marijuana and those that didn't want to legalize marijuana. He also stated that tears will be shed because of the vote, and I just can't understand how people can cry over this fact when it's tearing down our community, our neighborhoods, tearing down the body, and it's an overall negative output on America today. I believe that the legalization of marijuana is a selfish act, and I'm glad it didn't go through legalization.